Welcome back, everybody. This is day 10 of our 31-day abundance challenge, and today we are talking about salt baths or some type of a salt shower, whatever it is. So we actually have some bonuses, though. This is so funny because with the recording that we just did, we were talking about from yesterday, we were talking about how to pay it forward. And there were a few things that I felt that I wanted to add into that, and that also I felt that Connie was saying she wanted to add. So we're going to do a little bit of both. We're going to talk about yesterday's paying it forward and just add some things, and then we'll get into our the salt bath and cleansing and clearing your chakras. So go ahead, Tink. Why don't you add what you wanted to talk about?
Yes. Thank you, honey. I know that was an emotional one for me. For whatever reason, just touching all the way around, even you with the lady, and like, I don't know, that one was, I had to take a second after we got done with the videos. But the one thing too, as far as paying it forward, even one of the things that I thought of, and I've done this before, and this is what made me think of it, is even if giving someone a tip and you're toying between, let's say, trying to decide between $6 or $7. And you don't know what, how, and I've done that before. What I started doing is I started just giving them the 7. If I'm even thinking about it, I'm giving them the extra, because what happens is when you think I'm only going to give them the 6, it's an underlier belief that you don't have enough. It's an underlier that there's a lack. So by giving them the extra, you actually have the vibration of you have more than enough. Otherwise, if you're trying to hold back, it's the vibration of I don't have enough and I have to hold on to it. So, and I'm not saying obviously you have to live within your means. I'm not telling you have to give lavishly or anything like that. But if it's something so subtle, and I know I see people do this on a daily basis, should I give this or should I give that? It's if you're actually thinking about it and it's really not going to be that big of a deal, always give more. I always give even extra if I can feel if someone is struggling, or if I can feel or I can see it, that it looks like they're just having a bad day. I may just give them a little, and that brightens them up. Like it shifts them in an instant, just that little extra that they receive. So anyway, that was one of the things that I kind of wanted to add, because again, it's an underlier that we do that we don't realize that will hold us back. It's all about the energy and the vibration of things. So go ahead, Twink.
And so as you were talking about how you had gifted Reiki to that lady, I wanted to give a little bit backstory too, not sharing any details, but I felt like this is a little bit of significant part of the story too that I had left out, was when we met her, we were doing readings at the expo. I think that was one of the places. I think that's where we were at. So it was at a bigger event, and she had bought a reading for her mom, not for herself. She had gone to, I think she came to see us or something, and anyways, and she ended up doing this for her mom because she felt like it would be really significant and important for her mom to get the reading. She was paying it forward. She didn't get the reading for herself. And in the reading is when it came out of Connie that she would give her the Reiki class. And I felt like that was why it was so moving for me, because I felt like she needed that to really save her, to show her that there are people out there that don't just take, that there are people that give. I feel like there were multiple reasons for it, but it was such a life-changing event, I felt, for her in multiple ways, that it was partly saving her life, and that she needed that at that moment. And it was a life-changing event where it shifted things from bad things happening and her feeling like bad things will always happen to, wow, maybe there really is good in the world. Maybe there really are good people. And it's up to her how she chooses to go forward and use that, because sometimes we think, well, then everything's going to shift and everything's going to be different. You still have to do the work. But it was an incredible moment for me, because I knew that what had just happened was literally, it really did save her life. And I think that it was incredible. I can't say it enough. I can't say enough how much that moment changed me, and it changed that lady, and it changed just so many things. So anyways,
yeah. And me.
Yeah, paying it forward. It was incredible. It was honestly.
She is a great soul too, and she's going to do some great things. So I'm actually really excited for her. So yeah, so thank you, honey. And yeah, that still makes me gets me a little emotional too. Laura laughed and actually said that I'm actually not a robot, and I actually do have emotions, which
I know. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're actually not a robot. You really do. I'm like, go ahead. It's okay to be emotional on this. You know, I mean, that was significant. That changed her life. And it was something that she needed at that time, and she needed kindness. She needed somebody to believe in her. She needed a break. And that kind of thing, you know, is life-changing, and it was life-changing. It really was. What you did was a beautiful thing. You're an earth angel.
Thank you, honey. And so are you. The thing about that is normally there usually has to be a balance. There has to be an energy exchange, right? Because obviously we can't do this all the time, because if we do, that creates an energy imbalance. And the other person feels imbalanced too. But every once in a great while, on a rare occasion, there's just times where somebody needs something. And it was weird because I didn't realize the depth of how she needed it until afterwards even more. So that's why it just came right out of my mouth. And I didn't even think about it. It was the weirdest thing. It just flew out of my mouth. And again, it was because her guides and angels knew that that's what she needed at that time. And I agree with you. It was to show that that there is good in the world, that there is some good, without strings attached, without any, you know, without an expectation of something in return, I guess, as maybe the thing.
That was a great way to say it. Because like you said, there definitely has to be an energy exchange, because there are a lot of times where people will want and they'll take. And we will feel that energetically and vibrationally. That's not a good exchange. We need to be able to, if we're going to be giving it, it comes from that place, like it did with Connie, is how she gave that to her. That came from her angels and her guides, because that's what she needed. That literally flew out of Connie's mouth. So it was coming through from this lady's guides and angels, because it was something that she needed. But absolutely, there does need to be an energy exchange. So making sure that is, but in this situation too, with paying it forward, again, we're talking about doing something, you know, little, not necessarily big stuff like that. Those were just the things that came to us that we wanted to share. And how can you do that, you know, on a smaller scale, big scale, whatever it is that you feel comfortable with, and making sure that there is an energy exchange, energy balance for yourself. But it can be something little, it can be something big. You'll know. Ask your angels and guides to help you to feel what feels right for you to do. All right. So,
yes. All right.
I love it. Okay. So clearing your chakras. This is like my favorite thing. This is something I do every day. It can be a simple, very, very simple technique. You can do it in many different ways. You can look it up online and see how to clear your chakras. We're talking about clearing your chakras because we're made up of energy, and we have, you know, 7 main chakras. Whether or not you are aware of your chakras or not, it really doesn't matter. Just imagining that you are clearing that space, that's okay. And we'll go through it in a minute too. But there are many different ways that you can do that, because being an earth angel, and most of you that will be watching this probably are earth angels or empaths, you're going to be, you know, absorbing other people's energies or taking on other people's energies daily. If you really feel compassion and you feel empathy for them, and, you know, you're the kind of person that wants to help everybody, and, you know, you want to give to everybody, you want to do everything for everybody, you know, always remembering, you know, you need to check in with yourself too and make sure you're balanced. And one of the ways that you can clear your energy field is by taking a salt bath. And it's important because it's kind of like how you brush your teeth every day, how, you know, you take care of yourself, you take a shower, you want to energetically clear your energy field too, because your energy field can get bogged down and burdened with other people's stuff. And that's why it's important for you to clear that and take care of your energy field, and literally doing it every day. I will tell you, when I remember I was getting ready to do a reading or a reading party in the very beginning, and I cleared my chakras, and it, like, again, it only takes a few minutes. And I remember I was so clear, and I was like, oh, wow, that really made a difference. I didn't realize how much it made a difference until I did that. So since then, I do it before I do every reading, and I do that every day. So go ahead, Tink, what did you want to add? And we'll get into more of the technique as we go.
Yes, I think it's very important to clear your chakras every day, especially most people who are watching this are going to be earth angels, empaths, like you said, and they're going to absorb a lot of energy. And I don't think people realize how much energy, outside energy or outside forces are actually affecting your energy field. You and I, on a daily basis, honey, we get depleted, drained, and feel everybody's emotions all the time. But
yeah, we get like bombarded with spirit. Like, I will wake up in the morning and I'll be like, oh my gosh, who is this? Right? Because I'll feel them right away, right before we have a reading party. I'm like, oh my goodness, who is this? So this is one of those situations and instances. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And it's funny because, we talk about salt baths, but at one time I was actually giggling when you were talking because it just popped in. I'm going to see if I can find a picture of it, because if I can, I'm going to post it because it's hysterical. You know what I'm going to say?
Yes.
My hillbilly tub.
Yeah. Go ahead. Say it again, because I don't think they could hear you.
That's okay. So I was so desperate for a bath because I don't have a bathtub here, because we were going to redo we took out the one, when we redid the main for the girls' bathroom, we took the tub out. So I don't have a bathtub because we were going to redo my master bathroom, and I haven't done it yet. So there's no bathtub, but I missed my baths. Like, I totally missed having a bath. So what do? I do what I normally do. And if there's an issue, you fix it, right? You figure out what to do, or you figure out an alternative. So I decided I would buy a bathtub. So I found online, I think it was through Amazon, it's this plastic round portable tub that I set up in the shower and would literally pour hot water in there. But it was small. It was probably for like a kid. I mean, granted, I may be midget sized, but I literally would contort in there and wrap my legs and get in there and sit in the tub and put my salt and put my essential oils in there. Hey, when there's a will, there's a way. I promise you. You just have to figure it out, right? That's why I always tell my kids, we'll figure it out. There's never a problem. You just have to figure it out, right? So I figured it out, and then it got to be the point where it was just a pain putting it up and down. And then the water would get cold very, very fast. It's not like you can just turn a nozzle on and put more hot water in there. Because there's it's not insulated, so the water would get cold. So, but anyway, that's how desperate I was to do that. The other thing now, what I do is, because I have the hot tub, thank God, so I don't have to do the hillbilly tub anymore. But the hot tub, what I do is I infuse holy fire Reiki in there, and I call it my healing holy fire hot tub. And that way, whoever gets in there not only will be cleared and cleansed, but they're also going to get purified with that Reiki energy going and healing. They get healing every time that they go in there. And ironically, the hot tub gets used more than it ever has before. It gets used almost every single day now. So I think people are drawn to it too because of the healing energy in there. But no, it's so important. And people, again, if everything is energy, and you're going to be guided to where you need to go, who you need to see, what needs to be done, whatever it is, it's going to be for your highest and greatest good. So, go ahead, Twink.
And how does a salt bath help you with creating abundance? It's because at the end of a day, when you're exhausted and you need to relax, that is a really good way for you to rejuvenate, for you to give yourself something that you need. And anytime we do something for ourselves, or we clear our energy field and we release negative energies from our bodies, from our auras, from our thoughts, that helps with your ability to manifest abundance. And it helps to clear the negative things that are going on in your mind. A lot of times we will absorb and take on things from other people. So if you are at work and somebody was not being nice to you, or you were hearing some negative thoughts and that stayed with you for the day, when you take a bath, you can release that. You know, just imagine all of that energy from the day, you know, going from the top of your head, you know, clearing your whole entire body and going down the drain, releasing it and letting it go and not holding on to it. You can put Epsom salt in your bath, you know, sea salt. You can put lavender oil, which is my favorite. I love that because it's very, very calming. And I think we've talked about that in another video too. But as you are, you know, in the tub or even in the shower, so you don't have to do this in a bathtub. Like Connie said, if you don't have a bath or you don't like baths, I've talked to people, clients that don't like baths. When you're in the shower, you know, you can just imagine that the water, you know, you can put Reiki, Reiki symbol, if you know Reiki, on the shower head, so that when it's coming down, it's clearing your body naturally every time you take a shower. And for anybody who takes a shower in that bathroom, and however you want to visualize that, if it's with light, with a color, whatever it is, green is for healing, but you can do a rainbow, whatever it is that you want to do, set the intention. And just visualize that the water that's coming through, and so your chakras, you have 7 main chakras, and, you know, coming through the crown, your crown chakra, and just going through your body, you know, it would be, the next one would be your third eye. You know, you can close your eyes and just visualize the light, white light kind of coming through your body, your throat chakra, and just cleansing and clearing, just setting the intention. You don't have to know what's happening. You don't have to do anything. Just visualizing this white light going through the core of your body, through your throat chakra, to your heart chakra, just clearing and cleansing any negativity, anything from the day absorbed, from your heart chakra down into your, I know it's getting stuck in my throat, so clearing your throat chakra. Let's go back to our throat chakra.
And I started sneezing.
I know.
Oh.
Right, and then clearing your heart chakra, going to your sacral chakra, which would be like your belly button area. I'm sorry, your solar plexus chakra would be like your belly button area, which is your power center. Clearing that chakra, going to your sacral chakra, which is between your root chakra and your belly button. Your root chakra is at the base of your spine, clearing that chakra, and then the root chakra, which is at the base of your spine. And just imagining white light, you know, going through your whole entire body, filling up your body, feeling and sensing that you're grounding, but really just releasing the day's energy. That's all you really need to do. If you're starting your day by taking a shower and you're clearing your chakras for the day, filling your whole entire body with white light and imagining, you know, that you're surrounded in, they're bringing forward power center energy, which would be yellow, which is my favorite color. But that is very strong and power energy. So you can imagine that you're surrounding yourself with yellow energy for the day, for power, for strength. Whatever color you feel comfortable with. Green is connected with your heart chakra, and it's connected with Archangel Raphael. So, you know, that would be calling in your Archangel Raphael for the day too, to help you with healing. Surrounding yourself in protection would be with Archangel Michael, which would be blue, a cobalt blue color. So you can't do it wrong, but whatever, you just make sure you're doing it every day. Make sure you're doing it as often as you can every day, because it really is going to shift your energy. When you feel better and you're releasing other people's stuff and you're not holding on to things that you don't need to hold on to, energetically, emotionally, letting that go, that opens up the space to focus on you and for creative ideas to come forward, for you to start to feel better. And when you feel better, it raises your vibration and your ability to manifest what you do want instead of what you don't. So I know for me, and with Connie too, we both have we do a lot of energy work. And before I, meet with certain clients, there are times where I will feel things from a client, And sometimes it can be overwhelming, and I will pick up their sadness before a reading. I will pick up the heaviness of a reading, and I have to do this quite regularly. So it's probably affecting you in a lot more ways than you realize. And real quick, I know when I was younger, I remember working in an office with a lady who was really negative, and I had a cubicle right next to hers. And I didn't and she was sick a lot of the time. She was sick and she had a lot of issues. And I remember like later on thinking, wow, I was absorbing stuff from her. I was picking up all of her negative thoughts, and I was picking up her sickness. No wonder I was sick. No wonder I wasn't feeling good. So energetically, put up a shield if you have that issue. If you have a cubicle or you have somebody that in your office space is negative, literally imagine a shield, and that nothing can penetrate or come through that shield. However that looks to you energetically, block them. All right? Okay, go ahead, Tink.
I love that. I love the shield. The other thing too, if you really feel like someone's projecting negative energy towards you, or if there's a lot of energy with a person or an experience, is picture this armored ball that reflects, like you're in this armored ball that reflects energy and I should say deflects, right? Completely off of you. I've had to do that a couple times where it was really, really strong with negative energy. And it does work. I thought about going through the colors very quickly. Again, the colors can be different. What's the word? They can mean something different for each person, and there are multiple reasons or multiple purposes for each color. So I'm just going to highlight maybe like the most important for what it may be to me. But it's interesting when you said yellow, literally the sun came out. I don't know if you noticed, I don't know if you could see it in the background, but the sun came through the window. It was so cool when you said yellow, and it's my favorite color, and then the sun just like lit up, and it's back down again. It's not out again, just so you know. But it was really cool.
The sun is out over here. I had my eyes closed, so I didn't realize.
I saw it shining. It's shining on you right now. It is. It's shining. I can see it. Yeah.
Yay,
that is you see how this is when you're in the flow, stuff like this will happen all the time. Oh, I don't have mine. Mine says you are my sunshine that you got for me. I don't have it with me. I normally drink it every morning too. It's even chipped. I think I told you, my boyfriend is like, you need to get rid of this. I can't get rid of it because Twinkle Toes bought it for me. I can't. She got it for me. Something from my heart.
I know, right?
I love it.
With you today. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so sorry. So yeah, so yellow. But for me, the ones that I like to use the most, gold is a really good one to use because not only is it, it's such a high energy for manifesting, but it's also it's the aura of angels is gold. So that's such a high vibration. Pink is unconditional love. And I know we've talked about this before about infusing pink energy. Even if you're at odds with someone, you can send that pink light to yourself, to the other person, to your kids, to your house. That pink light will help to shift energy as well. Green, like you said, is for healing, associated with Archangel Raphael. Blue, to me, cobalt blue is also Archangel Michael, like you said, and it's for protection. White encompasses all the colors of the rainbow, which are all the colors of the chakra. So when you do that white, I don't think people realize that white actually is it's basically using all the colors of the chakras and or the rainbows. And it's also God's, obviously, it's protection, it's healing. It does so much with that white light. And I think those were the main ones that I kind of wanted to mention. Oh, silver is for purifying. Silver is for purifying. When you were talking, I think that those are the main ones I think that I use. Purple obviously can transmute negative energy. It's also spiritual. Saint Germain and the violet flame. So even if you're in the shower, if you just want to call upon Saint Germain and the violet flame to transmute any negative energy, that's another quick one. I use that on a daily basis because of the work that we do. We have so many energies coming in and out of the house. Or even if the kids are in a fight and they start fighting, I literally call upon Archangel Raguel to help. And then Saint Germain and the violet flame to transmute any negative energy. And it's so cool how the energy can shift. It may take a minute, but you can see the difference when you do it and when you don't do it. And then also the other thing I wanted to add is, even if you don't have a bath to have a salt bath, one of the other things that I thought of is, okay, how can I recreate this in the shower? I use Dead Sea salts, but you can use anything. You can use Epsom salts. You can use, you can even use kosher table salt. It really doesn't matter. The whole thing is basically salt in general. It actually, not only does it detour negative energy, but it purifies negative energy as well. So I keep a cup of Dead Sea salt in my shower, and I literally take a salt shower. And then I just take a little bit on my hands, rub it all over, and it's actually really good. You don't want to put too much on your face, but it tightens your pores on your face as well. Just make sure you moisturize really well afterwards. You can even do olive oil in the shower, which is great for your skin, or coconut oil, and literally pat it on, put it on your skin, and then pat it dry with a towel. Don't rub it, just pat it. And it actually, because your pores are open, it will absorb so much more and more and actually more efficient, and it'll be more effective that way too. Just be careful. Obviously it's going to be slippery, so we always have to put a little caveat. So we have a disclaimer. So make sure you have something, a mat down or something like that, and be very, very careful if you're going to be putting oils in the shower, or if you have a marble floor like I do, which, learn very fast to make sure that you dry off completely. Woo! Anyway, that's a way to start the day. Get some blood pumping. But anyway.
You do not want to have that happen. So cancel, clear, delete. Okay.
Cancel, clear, delete, everyone. Just again, a disclaimer, just in case, something happens. It is not our fault. Okay. Another thing that you can do that's very quickly is ask Archangel Metatron to clear your chakras with his cube, with the Metatron's cube. And just, you can envision it if you want. Sometimes if I have time, I do, where he uses the geometric shape, the cube, to actually go down, and it goes down all through, clearing all the chakras, going down into the ground. So you're grounding yourself and then pulling it all the way back up, all the way up through the crown chakra again, going all the way up. Or you can just say, Archangel Metatron, please clear my chakras. And it can be as simple as that. So we're giving them a lot of quick techniques that you can do. We don't want to overwhelm you, but also one thing may resonate more than another does for you. So it's, none of them are right or wrong. None of them are better than another. It's really what, just like with anything, what resonates with you and what makes you feel good. Go ahead, Twink.
Absolutely. And at some point too, I will be recording meditations connected with clearing your chakras. So those will be available on my website coming up. I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to do those, but I've been feeling so guided. And I know I did that in the angel courses. I believe there was, it might have been in the Earth Angel and Empath course that we recorded. In each of those, in the Intro to Angels, which these are available on both of our websites, they're the Angel School courses. There are 4 of them. There's the Intro to Angels, the Earth Angels and Empaths, the How to Connect with Your Angels and Guides, and the card readings, how to do card readings. So in the first 3, there are meditations connected to each of those as well, which are available now that you can purchase. But again, coming up in the future, I am going to be recording more meditations, and one of them is, on clearing your chakras, because it's such a common thing. You can look online and find different ways to do it. That's why we did it kind of quickly. There's no right or wrong way to do that. So the other thing I did want to add too is I actually do use coconut oil, but I don't do it in the shower. I actually do it outside of the bath, because you want to make sure you rinse the salt off of you. You don't want to keep that on like after a bath too, because like Connie said, it can dry out your skin. But just like a really good organic version of coconut oil, just a little bit is really good, and you just put it on your skin. And I love it because it keeps my skin so soft, and it is just, and it smells good too. So, and I love that. I love when it smells good. And that's why with the lavender oil too, so you can put that on your pillow, or, put that on your body afterwards too. That smells so good. It helps you to sleep too, relaxes you. So thank you, everybody, and hope that you have a great day today, and we will see you tomorrow. Go ahead, Tink, with the...
Yeah, the only thing I want to add is those meditations that you have are freaking amazing. They really are. The ones that you channeled for the angel courses of how to meet your guardian angel. That's a great one. I think that's an intro to angels. There's another abundance one you channeled that was really good too. That's in our abundance workshop one. But yeah, they are really incredible. They're amazing. Very good vibration. And they just make you feel good. So yeah, nice job, honey. Nice job.
Thank you. You know what?
I can't wait for them.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that, because actually this is really cute, because I actually had a client say this to me the other day. She said, I can't stand listening to other people's voices in their meditations. And she said, I really love your voice. And I love it actually got me emotional. I didn't let her know that I got emotional about it, but I did. And because I know how much I love doing those, and there's so much love and energy that comes through those meditations, and they are longer, but I know how much they've helped me when I was struggling and going through my stuff. And I channeled meditations at the time for myself to be able to heal. And so that's why I'm feeling so guided to be doing more and more of those, because they are so healing. They have very, very high healing vibrations. So thank you for saying that, Tink.
No, of course. It's not even just and yes, it's your voice. You definitely have a soothing voice for sure.
Yeah, I can't sing for anything, but the meditations, yeah.
But that's funny. Well, we have that in common. But it's that you can feel the love and the vibration. I mean, you can truly tell that there are channeled. I mean, because it's just that feeling in that space that you're in. It's definitely. They're definitely worth it. I love them. At least it's better than what my boyfriend said to me this morning. I was getting ready to do the videos, and he said, well, that's a face that's perfect for radio. And I went, hey, hang on a minute. Radio? Because you can't see.
Oh my God, I can't believe you said that. That's hysterical. See, we are giving them all kinds of laughs today. This is good.
I know. And my says, and that's okay. That's really okay. I know at first I thought it was a compliment. I was like, thank you. Wait a minute. Hang on a second.
You have a radio. Radio. All right, everybody, have a magical day with that.
Yes.
Our next videos are going to be blacked out. So Connie's going to have like.
So anyway, as I was saying.
I guess everybody needed a good laugh. So
I guess so. That's at my expense. And that's okay. I'm okay with that.
All right, everybody. Have a magical day. We will see you tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.